go. Woo!
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise up and take off your hats on national anthems, Finland, Ireland.
Live at PRG Radotín. So it's a site of the first day of an exciting slate of women's box lacrosse here in Prague for the European Box Lacrosse Championships 2026. Alongside my partner and good friend Garrett Gosham, I'm Luke Lee, and it's absolutely gorgeous day here. It's 10:28 local time, around 31 degrees. Temperature of a humidity level of 49%, along for about 3 km/h wind. So nice little wind chill here as well. Having some extra fans in here for some extra ventilation here in the broadcast booth. As have an exciting matchup between Ireland and Finland, two hungry teams that are looking to catch their stride relatively early on here in the tournament. As Garrett, what are I don't know if you're ready yet, but
Oh, I'm ready.
are there a couple things what are the couple things you look out here that really stand out that you think contribute to a big win?
Yeah, absolutely. I think we're going to have a good matchup today. Like you said, both teams are hungry to continue to build on their first European Box Lacrosse Championships, and both teams have good experience in the box game, so a lot of it is just taking the time to come together. Obviously, rosters shake up from tournament to tournament, sometimes day to day. So that's where the teams are still maybe finding their legs a little bit, which is the point of group stages. So as the tournament goes on, you should see the chemistry continue to build. So Finland has thus far had a bit of a rough showing. They're 0-3, and the goals for and against is a bit lopsided. But for them, they are just so grateful. I was down on the bench talking with them earlier, and I was getting big smiles from the staff, from the players. Like they're very glad to be here and have the ability to compete and put on the national team uniform. As far as Ireland, same amount of gratitude, and I have that same feeling. I know you do as well. We were talking about that pregame, and just very grateful to be allowed to have the opportunity to call this historic tournament for these women. So both teams looking to have a good showing. Ireland, they are 1-2, close on the points for the goals for versus goals against, but they feel like right now they're really clicking.
No doubt about it. It's Ireland coming off a loss yesterday, looking to bounce back after a 7-4 tough one to Israel. Is one of the favorites in this tournament, as well as you have England, who Finland took on a couple days ago in their first opening game of the tournament. That's, by the way, coming up after this game. Garrett Gosham's going to be running play-by-play for that game. England, Israel, that'll definitely be a barn burner. But here first, we're going to have Ireland and Finland, which will be a very exciting matchup. So on the face-off line for Ireland, it's going to be Bridget Hamlin. And then for Finland, it's going to be Suvi Oni. Hamlin looks strong so far at the face-off line from what I've seen her, and she'll ultimately push back this first face-off, and she will win it. Picked up by Ireland. That's Emmy Bolton. She'll roll out, and here comes out the Ireland offense, led by Jillian Smith. She'll wait for the rest of the offense to get on. Slow transition for Ireland as they'll get it around. So here they come. Shot taken a little bit too far outside for Haley Price. Going to bounce back up. Picked up on the rebound by Smith. Smith surveys up back top to Slattery. Slattery thought about shooting, takes the shot, ultimately a little bit slow. Going to bounce back up. Again, got a ground ball early. Price going to bat this one back, but picked up by Finland. That's Mona London.
So good first save there for Heli Vihervara, and I know she's going to have a good time here in net.
No doubt about it. It's going up against an aggressive Ireland offense that is definitely going to be coming into this one hungry for some points. We'll see the first look for the Finland offense. Here comes Maisa Pentola. Pentola loses track of it, picked back up by Ireland. Here comes a fast break, but passed too far for Haley Price. That'll set up the Ireland offense once again. Slowing it down. That's Crossan, had a goal against Israel. Crossan will set the pick. Shot taken on the run. That was keen, but going to bounce off the boards. Back to Hoy, now outside to Cook Gresswood, and shot taken again from Crossan, the step down. Again rejected by the Finland defense.
So a good showing thus far for the Finnish defense. Taking a lot of shots.
They're going to try to pepper Finland early as shot clock runs out. To your point, strong defensive possession to start this one out. First two for Finland. Here comes Lettinen, or ultimately now over into the Ireland side of things. Here's Oni. Loses track of the ball again, and again the Irish defense will transition. Back to Aisling Boyd. She loses it, but picked up one-handed by Slattery. Again, here come the Irish. They'll work it around. Back outside. Waving and directing traffic. Slattery will look back for Hamlin. No, she's going to look back outside, far side. Now short side to Slattery. Underneath. Nice move from Smith. Takes the shot on the bouncer, but ultimately rejected again. Slattery up top. Now working around again to Smith. What do you know? Back up top again. Now far side shot taken. And ultimately again rejected. That was Grayhan on the shot.
Both goalies looking strong thus far. Kira Roberts is going to maybe face some more shots in just a moment here against the Finnish attack unless this pressure proves to be too much, and it does.
Now here comes the Court. Court with a 2-on-3 opportunity. Back to the Court. Takes the shot and it's in! Catherine DeCourt and Ireland doing what they do best, taking advantage on the fast break transition.
Catherine DeCourt getting the first goal in this game, and I just got to shout out the entire transition unit here. As you see, there was that original pressure, and then I say as you see, but the replay's a little bit further ahead, but there was a great transition pressure there at the midline, and then some great ball motion to find that on the near side and to bury that one going past Vihirvara.
No doubt about it. Tough position to put your goalie in early on, but obviously that's what's going to happen, especially against an Ireland offense that is very, very dangerous when you get them moving in open space.
Absolutely, and they talked about their game against Israel, feeling like they didn't do as good in transition. They felt exploited by the Israeli attackers, and so now I know that's a focus for them today, and they get their first goal off a transition look.
Already a strong start for Ireland, so outside, shot taken again by Price. Kind of lobbed it, going to go outside, not on target, but picked up by Crossan. She'll deflect it back up to her Schmelp. Now Smith's quarterback takes a shot outside on the step down. And the shot clock runs out for Ireland. So a little strong defensive position for Finland, or possession, excuse me. This pass a little bit high, but ultimately brought in by Alaska. Back around to Sivanen. Now Sivanen back to Oni. Oni to Yapala. Now shot taken by Monto. Had a goal from beyond the white line yesterday against, I believe it was, on the move. And deflected, rejected Johanna Degel. I lost my thought there. Train of thought was gone. Trying to figure out what I was going to say there, but ultimately a big stop for Finland. Johanna Degel, a nice open move spot.
I get that. There's some quick plays there by both teams.
No doubt about it. It's a quick sport, though.
Absolutely.
You know how it goes. Is back around. That's Slattery up top. On the move. Shot taken again from Key. Nice play design from Ireland. But again, targeting the 5-hole. Again, Finland is on top of it. And that's Vera. It's been very solid so far for the first 5 minutes of this game. So here comes the Finland offense. Get on the field. This is Oni. Now outside to Ulaska. Pass goes a little bit too low for Marie Kaki. There's 2 goals so far on the tournament. Had a goal yesterday. Now on the move, too high by Oni. Is got a stick on it from an Ireland defender. Here comes Bolton. Now again to Smith. She's been quarterbacking this offense very well early on. Go outside, far side. Now back to Coy. Coy on the step down shot, too far. She came crashing down. Ultimately, just a little bit off target. Now fake. Ultimately, Grayhan going to lose it. And
in some of the confusion, we're just going to head to a hydration break as we're under 10 minutes. Garrett Gossner joined with Luke Lee. Be right back after the break.
Back at Radotín. We get it around here for Ireland. This is outside to Boylan. Shot taken by Hamlin. Hamlin went too far, but she'll get back on top of her rebound. Here comes Hamlin, now back outside. That's Grayhan. Grayhan's going to get it around to Slattery. Slattery going to look back up top. Shot taken from Smith. A little bit too far outside, deflected again by Vera. Now again, Ireland's going to pick the ball up. Hamlin, she'll look around outside to Smith. Smith's going to survey in front of the net. Shot taken from Grayhan, but unfortunately just lost it as she was trying to get rid of it. Picked up though by Smith. She's going to roll around. And again, Ireland's going to reset the offensive possession. Shot clock will reset. So here comes Slattery again. She'll try to work it around. Grayhan outside. Shot taken. And again, Vera on top of it.
So when she actually had arrived to Prague late and then had basically gotten off the plane, driven here, measured in the goalie pads, and suited up. So this is her first real opportunity in net with, like, you know, her legs underneath her. She's in Prague. She's gotten some experience, of course, but now she's like in the rhythm of things and currently having a great showing of it. But she's going to face a power play unit for Ireland right here for the first power play of the game.
So we'll see how much of an effect that'll come in. And obviously, like you said, it's really huge to be able to come in here, get a nice rest, right? Get your feet underneath you, get hydrated a little bit, right? Enjoy some of the amenities. So definitely seeing some new life out of her. So Smith going to get her outside to Grayhan, on the bouncer. Grayhan's going to lose it now, picked up by the Finnish defense. Now for a second back to Smith. Nice stick from Ireland to get the ball back. Now King going to go outside to Hamlin. Outside to Smith. There was an attempted pick set by, I believe it was Charlie Hoy, but unfortunately shot clock runs out. Again, Finland will take over. So here comes the horse. She's going to go outside. That's Yapala. Yapala surveys around, going to wait for the offense to set up. She'll go outside on the skip pass. So that's brought in. It's caught by Pecorini. As Pecorini's going to lose it. Now fast break opportunity for Ireland. That's Johanna Degel again. Johanna Degel just going to miss it a little bit too inside as Vera was there step for step. And again, she has came out and looked very, very impressive for the first half of this first quarter.
Absolutely. And this Finnish defense, they are playing for her. I know that, but they're also playing just to build on, again, all the experience that they've been putting together brick by brick and currently having a great showing thus far.
Absolutely, and you can feel it from up here in the booth. You can feel how much they want to be here, how grateful they are, and just all the things they're looking to improve on. They're enjoying the process of getting better. As Ireland's going to get it around too far out on the outside, I believe looking for Hoy. Here's crossing. They're going to go back up top. Grayhan takes a shot, and again, Vera going to get the ball in between her legs. Let's talk about in between the legs action, am I right? As here comes Reppinen, and the rest of the Finland offense going to get it outside to Kaki. She's been one of the main offensive facilitators for Finland so far. Now going to get it outside, going to move it around, as that was Pentola. She lost the ball in the previous possession, going to hang on to it here. This is shot taken from Ulaska, and ultimately now picked up by Ireland. Coming on another fast break. This is Amy Bolton. Bolton going to set her teammate Smith up. Bolton back to her. Shot taken in the top right corner. And Amy Bolton puts up Ireland by 2.
It's Amy Bolton's third goal of the tournament, and what a juice goal that is. You could see the hustle as she clears the entire floor with her teammate and gets that ball back, posts that near side over the right shoulder of Vera, and that will be the second goal of the game for Ireland. They look fast in transition.
Absolutely. That's been probably their best part so far of this team. Obviously, they've been great on defense. They've been great in the net. But that transition offense, it's something special. They have some great athletes. They can really, really move in space, and they're very, very dangerous if you give them those one-on-one opportunities. As going to go up high here, going to start out. This is Monso. She'll look to get it around. Now brought in by Kaki. Kaki's going to look around, going to get a pick here set by Oni. Kaki going to work her way back to Monto. Monto back to Kaki. Kaki's going to quarterback it, shot down low on the sweeper outside. and ultimately going to be picked up by Ireland. Here comes Amy Bolton. Bolton on the move again.
The speedster.
Again, this too far out for Boyd. Ultimately picked up by Finland, so a tough ground ball picked up by the Finns. Is moving in motion. Here comes London. London going to work her way down the sideline. She's going to look around. And that pass is taken away by Ireland. And here come the Irish, Catherine DeCourt. Court going to throw across her body, brought in by Briar Slattery. Slattery again now going to set up and wait for this Irish offense to get back on the field. Fidel going to go outside to Grayhan. Grayhan has space, fakes the pass. Grayhan takes it in. And Hillary Grayhan gives the Irish a 3-0 lead in the end of the first quarter.
Seems like their shooters are waking up. You watch that inside tuck and a far side finish. It doesn't get any better than that. Look at the placement on that post. And although, of course, Heli Vihivera is playing excellent thus far, there's not much you can do when the shooter's got a spot like that.
That's a tough one right there. That move by Graham was able to just move very, very out of her spot just a little bit. She shifts over inside towards where Graham is, and then Graham puts the shot outside. Absolute beauty of a goal, as you might say. So here comes, again, the Ireland offense. Is Smith going to wait for the rest of the transition to get on the field. It's coming out late. It's going to be Reese Boylan, and that's, well, looked like she was going to go over there. Ultimately won't. Going to go to Crossan now outside to Cook Griswold. Griswold's going to work her way around. That's deflected away. That was Typeway who had it, and
Crossan buries that one.
I had to look down at the name, and
I saw that.
missed the goal.
Haley Crossan had a bit of range there, and so she buries that one through the commotion, but from way downtown. And I don't think that Vihivera was ready for that one at all. Great shot, though, really.
Yeah, it does not look like she was. And honestly, you don't really see a whole lot of shots like that taken very close to that white line anyway. So it's one of those things where it's like you have to be alert as a goalie, but it's also like, I mean, when are they going to realistically take that shot a lot of the times?
Right, exactly. So Crossan able to catch her sleeping, and we've now got a 4-goal advantage. Scorebug will show that in just a second. Trotting out to the face-off dot there is Izzy Keene, who's been a long-time box lacrosse player here in Prague. And one of the biggest smiles as Ina Jopala comes out to the stripe with her, she goes, "Oh, hi!" Seeing Izzy's face. Everybody knows Izzy if you've been around the women's game here in Prague.
Yeah, and it just shows you, and one of the things that I've noticed here, and I'm sure you can attest to this, is that coming from the States, the sportsmanship here it's top notch. Everybody here is very, very nice. They want to, it's all in good spirits. It's all in good fun. It's not one of those things where it's like you have a whole lot of beef. And it's picked up here by, it gets a little bit chippy sometimes. It's picked up by Boylan.
Friendly rivalries.
Still contact sport. It's still contact sport.
Exactly.
As outside, it's brought in by Slattery. Near side takes the shot a little bit too far out. Is now picked up by Price. Price going to work it around. Now step down, or faking the step down shot from Grayhan. And it looked like for a second it might have crossed the plane. Ultimately won't. Svi Rivera going to get on top of it.
Took too long to get it out of the crease.
That's a tough.
But we've got our media timeout.
There you go, Garrett Goshen keeping us on schedule here, as we will be back here in just a moment at PRG Radotín for some more women's lacrosse.
The Good Stick Company is here to manufacture and produce lacrosse sticks locally here in the Czech Republic. Our mission is to make lacrosse more accessible so more kids can have access to affordable, high-quality equipment so more people can play this game and we can share this sport around the world.
Now Now back at LCC Radotín. Read that wrong. Is still trying to get used to some of the names here. That's my mistake.
Once you get it, though, you won't forget it.
Exactly. Luke Lee here with Garrett Gosham. If you just joined us, it's currently 4-0 Ireland in favor of. Oh, wow. And that's the broadcaster's curse right there.
It is. Off the quick restart, that shot hit off the post, and then it went off the back of Vihirvara and just trickled in. Just a few bounces, Jillian Smith. I was told that she was pretty due for some more goals. And there's her first one of the day.
It's nice foreshadowing by Mr. Gosham. Setting us up here real nice. As get another face-off here is Bridget Hamlin will come in. It will be Hamlin who will come in for the face for Ireland this time, subbing in. As Bolton does pick it up, and again, Ireland going to create another possession for themselves. Already 5-0 here, about 11 minutes into the first quarter. Now getting around, that's Smith. She'll get it outside, now brought in by Slattery, near side. Coming in quickly, that's Cook Griswold, now back outside, nearly brought in, but dropped by Price. Price does manage to get back on top. We're going to look back inside. Smith was open, but she takes a shot on the bouncer. It's been picked up by Grahan. Grahan makes the defender miss on the check. Now back outside to Cook Griswold. Outside to near side Slattery. Grahan nearly taking it in there. Looked like it was going to knock in, but bounces off the pipe. Always a tough one. Slattery back on top. Now outside, another shot from Grahan, and that'll do it. That's the trick. Hillary Grahan makes it 6-0 Ireland.
Grahan's got 2 goals in this one. She's the first multi-goal scorer for Ireland. Right now, they've got 5 different goal scorers, so a very balanced affair. And I kind of saw that across the stat sheet as well coming into this game. So they are sharing the rock very well and continuing to work that system here today.
No doubt about it. And that's what makes an offense like that so dangerous, is that you have multiple players who can score from all different parts of the field.
11 total different goal scorers in the tournament.
That is some crazy stuff.
Not too shabby.
Not too shabby indeed. As again, the Ireland offense will come onto the field. Another face-off one for the Irish. Now back up top, that's Fidel. First time we've seen her in a little bit. Now back outside to Hamlin. Here's the court. Now near side to Smith, works her way down, and Smith takes the shot. Ultimately, though, going to bounce off the walls. Now picked up by DeCourt. She's got it. DeCourt going to go to the center. She'll take it again near side to Hoy. Now back outside to Smith. Skip pass on top to Hamlin. Back outside to Smith. Smith's going to make a couple moves. DeCourt back on top. DeCourt looks around, surveys a little bit too high for Fidel. Going to bounce off her stick. She'll move behind the net. Fidel going to survey. Now back up top to DeCourt on the skip. And nothing doing for the Ireland offense on the shot. Some tough defense by Finland. Ultimately, the shot clock will reset for the Irish. Shot taken a little bit too far out. Right idea from DeCourt. Ultimately not able to land it. Here comes a stop for the Finns, or spoke too soon. Picked up by Boylan. Here she comes. Boylan's got a nice opportunity and getting in front of it. That was Evelina Lehikoinen. That's a tongue twister, but great defense for her to get on top of that, is knocking it away. Now back outside, near side to Slattery. Slattery on the run, sidearm release. Ultimately, though, picked up by Lehikoinen, and here she comes. Has a nice transition opportunity. Here comes the Finnish offense. That's Pentala. Pentala going to work her way outside. Now going to go back on top. That's Oni. So Oni going to survey around. Now that's caught, brought in by Yapala. Yapala going to go back on top. Yapala going to go outside here to Pentala, or to Monto, excuse me. Shot taken by Oni. Fortunately going to hit the ground, and time runs out.
At least they got a full 30-second shot clock there. I know their defense had a big sigh of relief as that clear was successful on that second try, but a lot of shots on goal for the Irish attack in that last possession. And I believe they hit post twice, and they've hit it 3, maybe 4 times in this quarter alone.
They're very close a number of times of putting it in. So now with about a minute left on the clock in the first quarter, not too much for Ireland. They do have about 15 seconds here on the shot clock, so at least maybe 1 or 2 more possessions for them. A little bit too high. That was Jillian Smith, who was the intended target. Going to bounce off the walls. Crossing will take the shot from nearly beyond the white line. It's deflected away from Finland, and they will get a stop defensively as the play clock, or the shot clock, excuse me, will run out. Still used to calling Madden games.
Right, and Crossen trying to call her shot from way downtown again. She's got one from range already in this one.
Here comes the Finland offense again, going to work this one around. Too far out. That was looking for Ulaska. Can't quite get her stick underneath. They're going to fight with Price. Now, this is Kaki who will get on top of it. She's been very solid so far when given the ball an opportunity here for Finland. And she'll take her shot from, again, very close to that white line. Too far out. Now, here comes Ireland again. And that will do it for the end of the first quarter. It's been... Or no, actually 15 seconds left. I got a little ahead of myself. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for everybody watching back home. As nice move, dropped, picked up by Slattery. She has limited time, deflected again by the Finland defense, and that'll do it here for the first quarter. This time I got it right.
There you go. There you go. So a pretty even affair through the first 6-7 minutes, and then as soon as that elapsed, then it's been all Ireland from here. So Luke Lee, I'm joining him. He's on the play-by-play. Garrett Gossarn on the color. We'll be right back here, EBLC 2026. Catch us after the quarter break.
So taking a look here at the stats is my good friend Garrett Goshen just going to bless me here. What an absolute, this guy's a beauty. Got an absolute beauty here. My partner and good friend Garrett Goshen in the broadcast booth. I'm Luke Lee as you can take a look at the stats between Ireland and Finland here in the first quarter. I know we're having fun up here. I'm sure they're having fun down there. It's a beautiful day here at LCC Radotín.
I love these morning games.
I do
this
too.
tournament. I think I know a lot of people really like, playing under the lights and everything like that. I think what is better, waking up, having a sunny day and playing lacrosse or calling a lacrosse game with your friends?
Absolutely. See, this is why we need to do more games together, because we see the good in everything.
That's right. That's right.
It's picked up here by Ireland. That's going to be Jillian Smith who's going to start it out. This Ireland offense has been very, very potent. It's been their best showing for sure. Grayhand takes the shot, and she's got it. A hat trick already for Hillary Grayhand. And she got right in front of the net, right on top of the crease. Almost looked like she almost stepped in. It's a beautiful little setup. You can see the move she made just to get in. That's beautiful.
That fake that she threw got Vihervara looking, and she found herself all alone. Vihervara and her defender, and Grayhand, with all the time in the world and all the space on the net, buries that one for the hat trick.
Absolutely. And she had really worked her way out there, and a great job to box out and use some of that size to be able to create a shooting opportunity for herself. Very high IQ shot there. And it's got a scrum here for the face-off, but ultimately still going to be picked up by Ireland. So here come the Irish, so to speak.
7-0 for them in this game. Still a lot of lacrosse to be played.
Absolutely, a lot to go from here. Is picked up by Hamlin. And if you're, like I said, if you're Ireland, you cannot take this foot off the gas. If you're Finland, you can't get too down on yourself. Shot taken from Smith. Again, right in front of the crease. Just a little bit too far out. Is now picked up by Hamlin. She's going to bounce it off the boards as clock just runs out. So you've seen it. You've seen it here, Garrett. We've seen shades of very strong defensive play from Finland. We have throughout this game and throughout this tournament. From the games that I've seen, they have at times shown some promise. And you can see it from these long possessions where they're able to force Ireland out. As now back on top, brought in, that's Johanna Degel. Now we're going to get it around again for Ireland. Back on top, this is Slattery. She'll work her way around. Now on the move, brought in by Keene. Now back to Cook Griswold. Shot taken from Graham, who's looking for 4 already. As now picked up, or almost picked up, it looked like for a second by Ireland, ultimately not able to do so. Fadel pushed into the walls. A nice little 2-on-2 for that ball in the walls. As we'll see who gets it. Now ultimately Ireland will, as that was the Dean Fadel who gets on top of it. Is Keene going to work her way on top. And shot taken from Graham again. She's feeling herself, as does not go through. Slattery going to go far side up top. Now shot clock does reset for Ireland. Now working their way around. Shot taken from Keene. And Viri Vera going to take one right essentially to almost the neck. Standing tall.
Maybe in and out of the crease, so Ireland going to get yet another chance here. They're playing so well on the loose ball opportunities and continue to get the rebounds where they get the shot clocks reset and continue to weather against this Finnish defense.
And you're so right. It's been one of those things where they just had so many shots, so many offensive possessions to where it's going to get to a point where you're going to give some up.
Yeah, it looks like Vihivara is having maybe some trouble with some of her gear, getting some assistance down with one of her defenders here and getting a referee timeout. Shout out to the referees. We got Dennis Chang, Lisa Hibbelin, Nick Brinker on the floor here, and shout out to all of the referees here at the EBLC. There's 35 in total, 13 from North America, 22 Europeans, and 8 women. So big shout out to the men and women in stripes.
And that is a thankless job, but it's a required job. We need to have quality refs who can go out here and give out some impartial results. They've done a great job here, like you said. And no doubt about it, we're very appreciative that they're here and they're willing to come out and play some lacrosse with us.
Absolutely. If you've heard any of my calls, what I typically say is I do not envy that job when the calls are close, when the tensions are high. That is not somewhere I'd like to be. It's nice up here in the booth.
Exactly. We have it really good. As nice play setup for Finland, nearly taken in. That's Ani. Now, going to work her way around. Ani too far outside. His shot was not on target. Is now taken nearly beyond the white line. His shot clock almost runs out. So here comes Ireland again.
Bolton soaked that shot in the ankle. Wonder if that might affect her speed down the line. I mean, I think she's probably pretty tough. Will not be too affected, but you never know.
Shot taken from Price. Going to work her way back inside, and Haley Price has another goal, and it's 7-0 Ireland, or 8-0 Ireland, excuse me, after that goal. And the shots are falling here at Radotín.
The captain, Haley Price, buries her first of the game and her 4th of the tournament. And the Finnish defense just looks beaten down by the Irish attack. And the Irish attack, you know, to their credit as well, like you mentioned, Finnish defense looking very strong in spurts. But, you know, honestly, it's just a game of exhaustion throughout this hot tournament. And the Irish attack are staying so composed, and they keep finding new ways to maintain possession and to test the Finnish defense. And there's only so much you can do before the floodgates start to open, which we've kind of seen since the first half of the first quarter.
You're absolutely right, Gary. I mean, it's just one of those things where if you play so many defensive possessions, there's only really so much you can do. Now getting it back outside, shot taken by Yapala. Now too far out, off the boards. And Ireland will fight for the ground possession, or for the ground ball. Looks like they had it for a second, but now it's a 3-on-2 in the far left corner on the near side. As still looking for a result. And it's going to be Finland ball.
And that's sort of, as we mentioned, like you can only do so much before typically shots will start to fall. That's what, if you're a Finnish supporter or player, coach, bench staff, whoever, that's what you're going to want to see from their continued relentlessness on offense as they continue to chip away and try to find it past Roberts.
No doubt about it. Just looking to see the intensity, the effort through and through, just playing for each other, and that's certainly something they've done. As Kaki takes a shot on the sidearm release, ultimately too low. And again, Kira Roberts, who's been very, very underrated so far through the first few games of the tournament. I've been very, very impressed with her. She makes another stop for Ireland. Now, to be fair, hasn't faced a ton of volume today, but still looking very solid for the Irish. It's outside to Smith. Now, whenever I say the Irish, I always think of Notre Dame as an American brand. I know us Americans are always so selfish thinking about each other. As Crossan's going to go back upside. Up top now. Outside, going to work her way around. Going to take the shot. That was Reese Boylan. And another stop from Ferry Vera, who you take away some of these just breakdowns defensively, and you have a solid day for a player who's only having her second appearance and just got off the plane literally probably less than 24 hours ago. Or around 24 hours ago, give or take. Chiapala up top. Going to go to Oni, who wasn't able to initially corral it. Does manage to get back on top of it. Shot taken, and it's in! Ina Ulaska getting Finland on the board almost midway through the second quarter. And great ball movement for the Finns. As, there we go, got the replay.
Just on that righty strong side and burying it to the near side under the leg of Roberts. I was unfortunately cursing her as an announcer. I was looking up Kira Roberts' stats. She's at 84% save rate with 85 saves. But Inka Ulaska gets her first of the game, first of the day for Finland. Finally gets them on the board, and her third of the tournament.
Ulaska, you could definitely see there was some frustration behind that shot. She put a lot of that. She put a lot of into that shot. That was a rocket from her. I love making those sounds because it
encapsulates it so well. And I think if Finland can get a little bit more of that oomph, we might have ourselves a ball game here.
No doubt about it. You can tell they're fired up by that goal. Again, here comes out the Ireland offense. It's been a relatively clean game so far here. Haven't seen any true mistakes. As working her way back inside is, guess who?
Hillary Grahan.
Hillary Grahan.
She's the only multi-goal scorer for Ireland. She was looking for her fourth earlier in the game. She says a hat trick's not enough, so there she buries another one. She has got Vihervara's number, and if I am a Finnish defender, I might place my best defender on her, maybe look to cancel her out, say, we know Grahan can do it, make somebody else bury the rock if they can.
Garrett, are you familiar with Family Guy?
A little bit.
Have you ever seen that scene where it's Quagmire and they go, who else but shirt pants?
No.
Okay, well, I was thinking that with Hillary Grahan when she scored that goal. I was thinking, who else but Hillary Grahan?
Perfect. All right, we're going to enter a hydration break here. Garrett Gossord with Luke Lee on play-by-play here at LCC Radotín, EBLC 2026. Be right back after the break.
So live again for some more action at LCC Radotín here in Prague. It's a 9-1 ball game in favor of Ireland over Finland. And if you just joined us, I'm Luke Lee alongside Garrett Gosham. It's been a beautiful day here in Prague. As wish you could see the mountains outside that we get to see. We got a beautiful view here from the press boxes. Here comes Finland. They're going to work this one around. Shot taken from Ulaska, who had the goal for Finland a couple of minutes ago. She'll work her way around again, takes the shot on the sidearm, is picked up by Ireland, or initially from Degel, still fighting for it. Now flipped back out as shot clock does run out, so either way, Ireland's going to get possession. So here they come. It's going to work their way around. Degel's going to drop it off to Keane. So Keane will work her way near side. And she will drop it back up top to Hamlin. Now going to work it around. That was Fidel. Now shot taken by Slattery. It knocks it in. Briar Slattery. And the Irish reaching double digits here in the first half.
It's her first goal of the tournament. Briar Slattery puts an absolute rocket to the top right corner, and you can see Vihirvara looking to the sky, wishing she could get that one back. She did have the right motion with the left shoulder, but not able to throw it up high enough to get that to sail over the cage. And so Slattery gets her first of the tournament, first of the day.
It's always going to feel good when you can get that first goal out there. And as somebody who played defense and faced off in high school, I never had to score a goal, so I'm jealous. So anyways, here comes the Ireland offense again as they will continue to try to pour it on. And this is Hillary Grehan, who has the 4 goals already. She's been on one for sure. This ball going to hit to the ground. Boylan going to fight for it, but it will be picked up by Finland. So here comes Lehikoinen. She's on the move. As Boylan got a piece of the stick on Lehikoinen, and it'll be picked up by Reese Hamlin, who's on the move. Ball too far out for Daly. Or Bridget Hamlin, excuse me. Got the name missed, I don't know why. I guess the name just sounds right. As they work our way around as here comes Haley Crossan. Crossan gonna truck it far side now, coming nearer side is Smith. Now, this is Keane outside. Gonna try to go to the skip pass to Slattery, and the shot clock will run down.
Fidel almost was able to handle that loose ball on the crease, which would have been very dangerous. I had the great pleasure of coaching Nadine a few years back at Ireland's first she-box tournament, and she's a great athlete, great player, very coachable. She's an athletic trainer herself, so she is always working in athletics. Would have been a dangerous spot.
As Kaki, talk about a dangerous spot,
Yes.
Almost had one there. Ireland able to get a stick in there to affect the pass.
Coming in and out of the crease, so that'll be a quick turnover for Ireland. So what's been really nice to see for Finland is when they're out on the floor on offense, when they can get a great possession, they do run a really great system offense. They're running the nice pick and roll. They're looking to feed the middle with those entry passes. Not always able to be on target, but the last couple possessions, they're looking to feed the hot hand, maybe create one with Ulaska.
Well, you see the blueprint for success here for the Finns, as they just need to put some of these things together, and obviously that just comes with time and experience. As shot taken again from Ulaska on the step down, had the right look again, but Ireland playing some tough defense and getting their sticks into the passing lane as Kaki again on the step down shot. She loses it here, now picked up, or almost picked up, knocked away by Ireland, as that's gonna be Boyd who picks it up for the Irish, as she'll slow things down again for Ireland. Thought about taking the pass, shooting it off the bouncer, going to go into the nets and turning it over. Again, here will come Finland as that's Reppinen. Bring it in. So here comes the Finns.
They talk about this being a game of runs, and Finland has looked really strong the last few minutes, and that's really all you can do is chip away, build on that, win the next 3 minutes. A win here would be another goal for them if they can make it.
No doubt about it, just stacking the small wins here and try to work your way back, because you can't just do it all in one. As pass or shot wherever the ball was going did not end up going where Finland wanted it to. So again, here come the Irish on the run. This is Dolly. Oh, nice move and taking it in. Jillian Smith. As on transition where the Irish are most dangerous. They're up by 10.
And just really great cut by her coming off the bench. Couple fakes, tucking it to the near side. Jillian Smith immediately goes into the side hug to celebrate with her teammate. Good motion as she moves across. She got Vihervara moving and then buries that one near side for her second of the game.
And again, what was really, really smart about that play was when she's going in, she was again cutting towards the outside and again takes the goalie out of her stance to where she opens a little bit inside or far side where that ball ended up going. So just a really high IQ play to keep the head up and allow that shooting angle to be created in front of the net. High percentage shot as well.
Absolutely. It's tough for a goalie when somebody's coming full speed off the bench.
You can't really blame the goalies too much in those situations, as in front of it was Kira Roberts. Again, she hasn't faced too much, but when she has, she's been on point. As into the boards was Jillian Smith. Now surrounded, shot taken again from Finland, but nothing doing, as off the stick of Graham, but it doesn't matter, rebounding back to Smith. Now Smith gonna try to skip pass across the middle. It's taken away by Evelina Lehikoinen. And Lehikoinen loses the ball, but she's made a number of plays here defensively to take it away and create transition opportunities for Finland. As she's definitely played her role well. It's now a 2v2 fast break. Shot and going into the knee pads of Vera. So that'll take us to the second hydration break and our commercial break here in the second quarter. We'll be back here in LCC Radotín in just a moment.
Pivo z rodinného pivovaru, kde řemeslo a tradice jdou ruku v ruce.
Back at LCC Radotín, Luke Lee, Garrett Gosham having a great time here in the press box. Half number one. About 4:40 left in the first half as Kaki going to start this one out for Finland. Pass going to go way too high. It's looking for Ulaska as she has the goal for Finland. Now nice fight by the Irish, gonna deflect it off the boards, try to pick it up a number of times. The court eventually does get on top of it, and here she comes on the fast break to court, gonna take the shot, and gonna get right underneath that. That was Vihervara, as she's been on point when given the opportunity. There's been a couple times where she's given some up, but she's definitely had some nice stops and an example of another one on the fast break.
I actually thought that should have been a goal. As you saw, if you saw it, the goal was past the goal line, but the play does get ruled dead by the whistle as it was a leg save first. So then bouncing after is all right. So it might have been a goal. Again, I don't envy the refs. It came out. See.
Again, I would not want to be a ref having to deal with an angry player who thought she has a goal and not. I would not want to deal with that. Anyways, here comes the Irish again. Hamlin taking the shot. No doubt about it this time. Bridget Hamlin. And it is a 10-goal lead for the Irish with 3:42 left in the first half.
Hamlin gets her first tournament. Great Sally there. I love that. But it's so casual. Look how she kind of just drops her hands and buries that near side as she's kind of running across the wrong side of the floor as the lefty, but stings it to the near side and immediately gets enveloped by the hug from Joey Daigle, who was described by her head coach as an absolute animal, and it's her first tournament.
As a former Fogo, I can tell you right now, that is a face-off goal if I've ever seen one in my life. You don't even know what to do because you're just not used to it. You're used to taking that ball and getting off the field. Again, here comes Kaki and the Finland offense as they'll try to work it around. Kaki loses it, does manage to get back on top of it. Ball going to be too far out. She was looking for Yapala. So just go
tip, so they need to get it. I think
they're a little confused.
They're asking for the shot clock. So they got to do some hand count. They got to at least advance the ball. So there's not much time in the shot clock, so they should just dump this into the corner. Otherwise, this is going to be a fast break opportunity.
Here they are. This is Keene. London playing on her. Did manage to force the shot a little bit outside. So again, here comes Grahan, who already has the 4 goals in the first half. She'll look around, survey the field. Not going to go outside. That's Fidel. Fidel back up top to Cook Griswold. Griswold outside to Grahan. Grahan fakes the pass back inside, but ultimately takes a shot from near side. As Cook Griswold out to Hoy, and it's in. Charlie Hoy. And again, the shots are flying for the Irish. It is 13-1. It's great ball movement again for the Irish.
That's Charlie Hoy. She's got her second goal in the tournament, first of the day. She is their youngest player. There's a 33-year age gap between their oldest and their youngest in this tournament here in Ireland. I'm not going to give away the exact ages of these ladies out of respect. However, we've got some youth, some experience, some wisdom, and it's clearly all coming together for Ireland.
Absolutely. And yeah, that was the first thing that I was taught as a young kid. Don't ever ask a lady her age. Don't ever do that.
They're all 21 to me.
Exactly. Hey, you don't look a day over 22 years old. Okay, so 13-1 as Ireland will again take over on offense as comes Jillian Smith. She'll get this one around. It's outside to Keene. Keene going to go to Crossan. Crossan back up to Keene. Keene to Smith. Back to Keene. Nice little 3-way triangle they've got going as pass back to Smith. Keene's going to pick it up. Some tight coverage from the Finns. So back up top to Smith. She'll eventually just take the step down as the shot clock was winding down, but it's going to reset, picked back up by Ireland. There's about a minute and 45 left in the first half to work with as Keene can't bring it in now. Got a 2-on-1 in the boards to pick the ball up. Crossan going to make her way over there as Reppinen going to force that ball out, but Boylan will pick it up, and here she comes. Reese Boylan makes a couple defenders miss, and on the bouncer attempting the 5-hole. Fortunately not able to knock it through as Irish went down on the play, slowed to get up, but ultimately able to heading over to the sideline. I believe that's Briar Slattery. Fell down, but ultimately able to get back up on her own volition. Now outside to Price. Price going to look, survey, take the shot down underneath. And now again, it's going to be thrown away by the Finns. So Reppinen just tossing it back towards Kira Robertson. Again, here comes the Irish offense.
Keep an eye on Haley Price, number 19 in white. She just plays so natural, so smooth, very composed, great player.
Absolutely. The offense seems to kind of be flowing through hers. Her shot is deflected. Was very close to that white line, so a little bit far out. Is picked up by Grahan. And a look inside, had the dump, but the skip pass is taken away, and that'll do it for the shot clock, and about 20 seconds for Finland to work with to try to put something on here right before half. So picked up, that's Orr. Did, like I said, shot from the beyond the white line, and she'll do it right there as That goes a little bit high, and it's going to go back into Finland territory, so less than 10 seconds for Ireland to work with. We'll see what they draw up. As they're going to say, oh, there we go. So that'll be Cook Griswold, who will set this play up initially. Now going to go back up top to Smith. Now up to Keane, shot taken, deflected off the back of Lehikoinen, and that'll do it for the first half. 13-1 Ireland. And what has been a one-sided affair. Any thoughts, Garrett?
I bet you Finland's still all smiles. They're having so much fun with it. I know that resiliency is something that they display both on the women's and the men's side of this tournament. The men have come away 2-0, but both of those being overtime wins. So that resiliency, that grit runs in Finnish blood, and Ireland with a bit more experience, they're coming away with the first half lead, 13-1. We'll be back after the halftime break. Luke Lee on the call, Garrett in support. We'll be back at LCC Radotín. Follow along all things European Box Cross Championships 2026 at EBLC2026.com or on Instagram, EBLC2026. Be back soon.
just as I'm used to being solo.
But I will also be like, or...
That we're being broadcast on YouTube right now on the live stream. Yeah?
Say again?
Here, yeah.
Yep.
Got it.
be teamwork. We're going to have one person on each side actually hold it out.
Back for the second half of Ireland-Finland here with my good friend and partner Garrett Gosham with the rest of the crew. We want to thank you guys for tuning in wherever you're coming from, whether it's obviously somewhere in Europe, it's maybe local, maybe you're here in Prague, right? And you just don't want to come out, it's a hot day, you want to watch here on the YouTube stream. Either way, we appreciate you for joining in here with us as we're going to start out the second half. And it's been a high-flying day for Ireland for sure. Gary, what were some of the things that you think that really stood out to you in the first half?
Ireland's offense just was, they were inevitable. Like, they were just playing so smooth, playing the system really well. They were not dropping a ton of passes. They're setting the right picks, the right screens, great entry passes, good outside shots. So scoring kind of from all over in transition as well. So we actually do have a goalie change for Finland. Ina Jopala has gotten into goal. Not able to make the first save there.
Shot taken and scored, brought in, that was Jillian Smith. So now a little distinction here. It's going to be 14-1, and the running clock effect's going to come into rule. So essentially when these games in the second half, they go over the 12 or more points, running clock starts to happen just to speed some things up. Prevent injury, obviously, with all the heat. You don't want to prevent anybody from getting sick for the heat, right? It's the right decision. So It's going to be running clock the rest of the way. Obviously tough for us because we love to, we love to watch lacrosse out here, but hey, it's all in player safety. So face-off's going to be won by Ireland. Bolton's going to bring it in. Going to go back up top to Jillian Smith, who's been quarterbacking this offense so far. She'll flip this one out here to Slattery, who will take it near side. Going to go back to Smith. Smith's going to look around, and it's going to go quickly to Crossan. Crossan's going to flip it, or was going to flip it, looked like for a second to Hamlin. Won't do so. Goes out to Cook Griswold near side. Slattery near side. Now outside Hamlin, outside shooters. Ultimately taken away by Finland, and here they come. This is Pentala. Is able to pick it off the bounce, and again, it's going to be Marie Kaki. Attempt to move this ball here for Finland. Going to wait for the rest of the offense to transition on for the Finns. As some fighting off ball is outside, back to the top. His shot taken from Kaki off the bouncer, and it's going to go back to Ireland. Shot clock runs out. Another fairly full possession here.
Good first possession for Finland. I mean, that shot was good. It was around the screen, just not able to put it on target to test Roberts, who again has been excellent this tournament, coming in with an 85% save rate, and that should climb, I'm assuming, closer to about 90% when this is all said and done, unless the Finland offense can find a spark.
It's tough going against a really quality goalie as a shot's taken far out. It's not just like they're going against a JV goalie here. They're going against a very, very high-quality goalie in Kira Roberts. As on the move, the play design was there. Boylan not able to bring it in. Tough coverage by Alisami. She'll push Boylan into the boards. Some tough defense from Finland as they force Ireland off the field offensively after the shot clock will go down. Penalty to be boarding, though. It's going to be on Alisami, as they're going to say she was being a little bit too physical. It's going to be 2 minutes. And the first power play opportunity of this game, we haven't had one yet.
Second. Yeah, they
converted
early.
You're right.
Converted early in it.
What do I know? I love this job. So Smith up top, she'll take it. Going to look around as she'll get it outside to Grayhan. Now down below, back to Grayhan, far side. Again back to Grayhan, shot taken. Smith's going to take it near side. Pops it up and brought in by Ireland. That's Boyd. Now back to Smith, back outside to Keene. Far side to Grayhan. Some shifting from the Ireland offense. Now back to Boylan up top. Boylan to Grayhan. Grayhan near side to Smith. The shot too far out. Gonna pop up. Brought in again by Keene, and the shot clock will, or not, the shot clock won't reset actually for Ireland. So less than 10 seconds. Shot taken in front of the goal for Hoy, looking for the second goal of the day for her. Third on the tournament would have been, as Grayhan looking around. Now back up top beyond the white line to Smith. Back to Grayhan, far side. Now underneath the Keene, back to Grayhan. Late offensive sub for Ireland. That's going to be Slattery. Now outside, back up top to Smith. Outside to Slattery, near side. Back far side, shot taken again on the bouncer. Going to go into the net. And another stop here for the Finland defense as they come out, and outside of that early goal have looked decent the last couple of defensive possessions, as here comes the Finland offense. Now far side, going to go back up top to Kaki. She'll survey around, some infighting going off ball, as Kaki going to continue to survey the field. She'll travel around near side, going to reverse back and flip it off, as that was Ulaska, who was looking to sub off the field, as the shot clock will expire for Finland, and Ireland again will take over on offense. It's coming out of the net. It's going to be Roberts. She'll just flip it to Boylan. Boylan going to take it up here for Ireland. It's Boylan now going to survey the field. Now back outside to Crossan. Crossan going to make a move. Back inside. Shot taken from Cook Griswold, as Crossan going to fight for the ball with Radotín. Is now picked up by Ireland. This is Bridget Hamlin who's directing traffic. Fidel back to Crossan. It bounced off her stick and picked up by the Finns. That's Radotín, as that pass nearly intercepted and taken away now here by Reese. Boylan has an opportunity in front of the net, too far out for Cook Griswold, as Cook Griswold going to work her way back up. And is now back outside to Ireland. Shot clock now down to under 20 seconds. Here's Smith. Gonna work her way around, back up top to Slattery. Slattery now over to Cook Griswold. Over to Grahan. Grahan swarmed by the Finland defense. This is Cook Griswold. Shot clock winding down. Smith gonna try to make the shot. It's deflected away, but picked up by Grahan again, and Ireland with the shot clock reset. So the offense will continue to work. Grahan fake, shooting it again. And
we get another power play opportunity, a 5-on-3, the first of the game.
So already penalty for Finland before. Now they're going to go back to another one. That was Jessica Leotonen, who's going in for 2 minutes.
Actually, that penalty did release, so 1 for 2 in the power play is Ireland's offense. They get another chance at it.
As they look to make it 2 for 3 is Smith. Going to go outside. That's to Boylan, now dropped, picked up by Keene. Now back outside to Smith. Going to go try to go inside to Boylan. As now Keene will scoop it up for Ireland. Working their way around. Grahan! Or shot taken, excuse me, that was Boylan. That's my mistake. Either way, Reese Boylan taking it in. That's 15 for Ireland, as they are very close to, or 3/4 of the way to 20 goals on the day for the Irish.
Burying that one on the near side past Jopala, who's in net in place of Vihervara. Boylan's got her first of the day, second of the tournament.
Talk about selfishness teammates as playing out of position in the net. As it's always a tough one, especially when you don't have experience in the net to play in the net, especially against a team like this. As many quality shooters as Ireland has. As that's Oni. She'll go outside to Kaki. Kaki gonna try to work it. As that is shot taken too far out by Olaska. As now the far clear right on the stick of Price, a little bit too far behind her though. But she will get on top of it. Now boarded on the far side, somehow able to get out of it, taking the shot and ultimately saved. Heck of an effort from Haley Price to get the shot off. Is tough one on the clear as here comes the Finnish offense. This is Kaki. She'll set it up from the far side. She'll look to get it around again for Finland. This is Pekaneri. Now shot taken, and it's in. The second for Finland. As that is Ida Ulaska, or I believe it's Ulaska. We'll see on the replay. Yeah, it is Ulaska. But first, I couldn't really tell who had it. Just managed to get in her stick, and she dumps it in. Or no, that was actually Kaki.
It was. She's got her first of the day, third of the tournament. Gets that rebound and buries that one past Roberts.
And that's a high awareness play on the second chance shot from Marie Kaki. It's the second for Finland. Here comes Smith. She'll drop it off to Slattery. Slattery gonna work her way down near side. Inside the white line, now outside to Smith. Far side to Grahan. Gonna set it up, Cook Griswold on the dump off. And Ireland with their 16th goal. And what a way to respond to the second goal from Finland.
They keep on rolling, and that's her first goal of the day and the tournament as well. So plenty of goal scores in this one and in the tournament for Ireland as they keep rolling past Finland.
Again, that was a beautiful dump off by Ireland as Hillary Grahan already has the 4 goals and now several assists to go with it. She's having a day. This is Smith. She'll go outside to Hoy. Hoy also has a goal as well. Now outside, far side to Fadel. She'll work it near side to Smith. Smith across it on the skip pass. Far side, now back near side to Smith. Smith gonna work her way down. Shot taken. And off the board's gonna be picked up by Ireland. That's Hoy. Charlie Hoy will work her way around. Shot taken. Facing some contact, as that was Izzy Keene. And that'll be the hydration break here.
But a penalty against Ireland, so the first power play opportunity for Finland.
So that was Haley Crossan as we go into the box. Be a cross check for 2 minutes. So opportunity for Finland to put some more points on the board. And we will go to a quick break. So again, we're back in the third quarter, about 4 minutes left to go. It's gonna be a power play for Finland, their first on the day. It's gonna be 5-on-4 for 2 minutes. Haley Crossan in the box for Ireland after a cross check. So gonna work their way around Finland, excuse me. Shot taken from Oni, and a second chance opportunity for Finland off the bounce is picked up again by Oni. She'll work her way far side now underneath. Shot taken, and it's in. Ika Alaska, her second on the day, and Finland's got another goal on the board.
1 for 1 on the power play, just burying that one past Roberts. So a couple good goals here by the Finnish offense to start this third quarter. Kaki and Alaska getting things rolling here early in the second half.
The Finland offense has definitely created some more opportunities for themselves here to start out the third quarter. It's on the move. This is Joey Degel. It's a nice pass to Smith. Smith near side, gonna reverse back. She'll slow things down for Ireland. That's Boylan. Outside to Hamlin now. Down underneath the Greyhand. The Slattery near side, fakes the shot. Slattery now down low towards the 5-hole. Deflected away though from Finland as Greyhand just trying to get rid of it as the shot clock does expire. And that'll be a, for a second, a little bit timeout.
I think we're having our TV timeout. So Luke Lee on the call, Garrett Gosser in support. Be right back. Stay tuned for more.
Back again. Here for the Finland offense, they lose the ball. Now it's picked up again. This is Alaska. Already has 2 goals, looking for a hat trick. This is Monto beyond the white line. Now far side, it's gonna be Kaki. She'll work her way back around to Alaska. Alaska takes the shot. And now picked up by Ireland. Gonna go back to the Finns as a delayed penalty. And it's gonna be another power play for the Finns. They're 1 for 1 already as Tierney Daly gonna head to the box on a cross check. So a minute 45 left in regulation, or not regulation, the third quarter, excuse me. And a minute 50 on the power play for Finland. So the power play will carry into the fourth quarter.
Assuming they don't score, they are 1 for 1.
That's true. And a shot taken again, going into the turf, is picked up by Ireland, shorthanded. We'll see how much they're able to advance it. As fast break opportunity for Bolton, try to get at the Degel. Ball doesn't go where they want it to, and here comes the Finns. This is Lehikonen. She's been very, very solid in transition today. She's played her role well. Here's Monto. She'll drop it off to Kaki. Kaki gonna work her way back around. So that is Ulaska. Out to Monto, had it, dropped it, but able to pick back on top of it. Just back outside, far side to Ulaska. Pass was a little bit off schedule. Or no, excuse me, that was Ulaska who made the throw. That is my mistake. As the Ireland offense will come back onto the field. As Charlie Hoy will get things going. Far side out to Fidel, and now that was near side. Now far side out to Grahan. Back underneath the Keene. Keene gonna survey back to Fidel, who's beyond the white line. Now near side, shot taken from Hoy. She on the step down, and ball bounces off the walls. Picked up by Ireland, and shot taken, and it is in. Another bouncer towards the 5-hole as Hillary Grahan on the short-handed goal. And the Irish are laying it on, as that'll do it for the third quarter. It is 17-3 Irish. And we'll be back here very shortly for the start of the fourth. Back again, LCC Radotín in Prague. It's 17-3. Start of the fourth quarter. You can take a look at the stats here. It's been, as you can tell, all Irish, but I've seen some good things from both squads as look to start the fourth quarter strong, and gonna head on to one of our feature games later on. It'll be Garrett Gosham on the call. It'll be Israel-England, as England coming off a comeback win against Germany, down 4-0 at one point of that game. I had the pleasure of calling that game. And then yesterday, Israel was able to take care of Ireland 7-4. And what was a close game for most of it until late. Israel was able to run away with it. But either way, Should be a very, very exciting game. Can't wait to get on the call with you, Garrett.
Absolutely.
As we will now start the fourth quarter. Like I said, clock running for you. If you just joined us, it's a 14-goal game, so due to the rules, it's now running clock. A shot taken from Graham is in.
She's got a sock trick in this one, her 6th goal of the game. She came in with only 1 goal in the tournament. Now she's got 6 today.
I know who's going to do the post-game interview. Oh, my goodness. I feel like whenever I ask one of the players for an interview, it's like they're donating an organ to me. It's like, and I get it too. Like, you want to get home,
You want to get out of this heat?
but it's like, man, I'm just trying to do my job. Come on. Anyways, so it's 18-3 in favor of Ireland. Face-off taken by Keane for Ireland. She's able to win it. That was Oni for Finland as a solid stop for Finland in the net. Now picked up again by the Finns. They'll just try to get rid of it as it'll go deep into Ireland territory on the near side and be picked up.
Delayed penalty call as well coming here in just a moment.
There you go. So the Finns taking a shot as that was Suvioni and picked up by the Irish, so the delayed penalty. We'll see what it is in a second.
This will be their 3rd power play opportunity of the game. They are currently 1 for 2. Ireland's 2 for 3, so successful power play for these ladies on both sides of the floor.
Ashley Boyd going to get called with the penalty. Like you said, success in the power play for both teams. So a minute 45 to work with for Finland, up 5-4 in terms of personnel, as the success in the power play signals that there's been a lot of great play design for both of these teams. They've done a very good job of exploiting when given the opportunity in the numbers. A shot taken from Alaska, and she's got it. As a beautiful goal from Suni Alaska. That was a tight, tight window, as that was just sneaking past Alice Logren, who is subbing in for Kira Roberts now in the 4th quarter for Ireland.
Yeah, Inka Alaska gets her hat trick in this one. Playing phenomenal herself. She's got 1 in each of the last 3 quarters, giving the Finland their 4th goal of the game and burying that one past Lofgren.
She's been out there having a solid day, taking the right shots, and is able to get some to fall through. And obviously, it's definitely a positive thing to look at for the Finns, is they look to continue to make some adjustments as the tournament goes on, as they continue to gain more and more in experience. And it's so awesome to see that you got some foundational pieces for the future for the Finns. As outside shot was taken by Fidel. Not enough space really for her to maneuver. As Fidel tries to bounce it off the walls now. Does manage to get on top of it, but loses it. Now a scrum for the ball on the far side corner, as the skip pass is taken away by the Finns. And here they come. This is Venla Monto, excuse me. It's now outside. On the skip, it's caught, brought in by Kaki. And she'll go near side, gonna work her way around again. Trying to get a pick here by Ulaska. And a shot taken in front of the net. Gonna go into the nets. So, a turnover for the Irish defenses. 10.5 minutes left in regulation. So a nice save right there for Finland in the replay. Now picked up the far side corner. That was Monto is back outside. Picked back up for a second by Kaki. Now again another fight for the ball, is getting on top of it is Ireland. This is Degel. Gonna reverse it back around. Here she comes. Degel again will slow it down, as Ireland's been very, very methodical on offense. Very, very intentional As beyond the white line, near side goes Greenhand. Greenhand going to look around. No, far side. Shot taken by Slattery, looking for her second. Bouncing off the walls, rebounded by Greenhand, and she's got another.
Wow. 7 goals for her in this one. A stunning performance. She's got 7 of the 19 for Ireland. Take a bow, Hillary Grahand. She buries another one past the Finnish defense, and Ina Jopala in goal, the assistant captain for Finland.
Just an absolute beauty of a shot. She's been putting it in the right spots all day. She has definitely been having herself a good one.
She's probably only taken about 12, 15 shots, so her shot both on goal percentage and into the back of the net percentage are very high in this one.
8 total points for Grahand, the 7 goals as long of an assist for her today, so she's been all over the place for Ireland. That's the khaki. Go outside to Alaska. Alaska tried to force it in there, now taken away from Smith by Smith. This is Jillian Smith to Price. Price on the move. Oh, and just staying in front of it. What a save.
The Finnish supporters right behind the bench were loving that save. An excellent one on the doorstep there by Jopala.
It's been awesome to see all the support from all the different countries, all the people who have traveled here to Prague. Obviously, it's a beautiful city, but I mean, to come all this way, it just shows you the spirit of this game. It's going to have a hydration break now, the first of the 4th quarter, as we won't bore you with any more meaningless talk here. We'll just take it to the break as we'll be back here in just a moment. Back here, so the break wasn't as long as I thought it might have been. As LCC Radotín, the sight shot taken from Oni, picked back up on the second chance opportunity by Alaska. Or not, that wasn't Alaska, excuse me. Now back outside to Oni, shot taken too far out.
Couple nice saves there by Alice Lofgren, doing her best Kira Roberts, or maybe even a Rebecca Maloney impression.
That's a niche one right there.
Got to coach Rebecca Maloney. She has been a long time absolute North Star for the Irish women's team, and just what she has brought for the game and with the Irish women's program. So I know she's back at home supporting, listening on stream, so I had to give her a shout out. It's one of my favorite Irish women box lacrosse players.
That's just one of the great things about going to have these in the lacrosse community in general. It's so small, so you know so many people when you meet them, and it's just one of those things I always loved about lacrosse growing up, is that everybody's so accessible. They want to talk, they want to meet. Everyone's very nice, and it's just a very welcoming community.
Exactly, and if you find yourself lucky enough to be here in Radotín, the heartbeat of European lacrosse, you'll meet about 75% of the lacrosse community in one tournament in one weekend, and there's really no better place to do it.
No doubt about it. You said it right, Garrett. As we're going to stay on here, as looks like they're going to start up anyways. So 1 minute and 12 left on the power play for Finland. That is Sarah Hans who's in the boxes. Shot taken from Finland. It is in.
They are 3 for 4 on the power play. That time the captain, Suvi Onne, she buries that one past Lofgren, just standing there at the top of the offense and burying such a beautiful shot off the inside of the foot of Alice Lofgren.
Again, 5-hole shot working out for Finland, as they've seemed to find a groove on those power plays. So definitely something to keep an eye on as the tournament goes on, when they're able to get the woman up advantage. So 6.5 left to go in this one, 19-5 in favor of Ireland. As Irish again going to come out here on the field, going to try to put some more points on the board. That's Smith, far side out to Slattery, now to Hamlin near side. Hamlin trying to hit Smith on the run in front of the net. The cutter unfortunately not able to hang on to it. That's Slattery far side on the step down shot. It nearly went in. As here comes the Ireland offense again. The shot clock did reset. Now working their way around Smith. Nice spin move. Gonna try to, I don't even know what she tried to do.
Nice little shovel shot.
Little shovel, exactly. There's the word.
But the door was closed by Jopala.
It was absolutely beauty right there. As into the corner, into the board, near side, fight for it. And Daly, the nice check to force the Finnish defender out, and now here comes Ireland and Joanna Degel on a fast break opportunity. Degel slowed down on the shovel shot on the reverse. And another save for Finland. Now,
2 shovels, no dice for the Irish attack. Good attempts there, but better goalkeeping there by Jopala.
it's definitely just got to feel some confidence. I mean, obviously playing out of position to get any sort of success here against these quality of shooters definitely would make me feel good about myself. As near side, going to lose the ball to 2v1 though, and picked up by Kaki as the shot clock does wind down. So Ireland will take over as we'll head to our second hydration break and our TV commercial break. We'll be back here in just a moment for the final minutes of this one.
The Good Stick Company is here to manufacture and produce lacrosse sticks locally here in the Czech Republic. Our mission is to make lacrosse more accessible so more kids can have access to affordable, high-quality equipment so more people can play this game and we can share this sport around the world.
Taking a look at the scoring leaders.
We know it's Grayhand, though. We know it's Grayhand.
We know it's
in this
Grayhand.
one.
Well, that's assists. Nadine Fidel has 4 assists here so far.
Goodness gracious.
She's been the main feeder for Ireland, but everyone's gotten involved if you watch this game. So, for those of you just joining us, we appreciate you for tuning in for the final minutes of this one. It's coming up at 1:30 local time. It's going to be England and Israel, and Garrett Goshen will be on the call. I'll be on color for that. That'll be us for the rest of the day. As very, very excited for that. A shot taken in front of the net outside, and Jillian Smith going to pick up her own rebound. Shot clock did reset for Ireland at this point, just trying to run out the remainder of this clock. Again, they'll just get it around. Smith outside to Grayhand. Grayhand back inside to Smith, the cutter. Shot was deflected off of Reppinen. It was picked back up momentarily, it looked like, by Ireland, but they lost it. Now picked up this time officially by the Irish as Keane just takes the shot right at the shoulder pad of Erika Orr. And so with 3.5, here comes Finland on the fast break. And it was deflected away. And Alice Loughran able to get in front of it. So again, here comes Ireland. This is Izzy Keane, or not Izzy Keane, excuse me. This is Reese Boylan. Reese Boylan on the fast break. Boylan gonna work her way near side, gonna try to reverse behind the crease. She'll take it far side, still has it. Now out to Hamlin near side. Hamlin back over to Slattery up top to Crossan, taking the shot towards the 5-hole. Nice ball movement for Ireland. Crossan gonna box out Pentola for Finland. Is back outside to Hamlin in front of the net. The look was there, but a nice stick to get in the passing lane of Ireland. That was Reese Boylan, the intended target. And the Finns will look to get something going on offense as they've improved here in the second half for sure. But unfortunately, nothing going for them, and picking it back up is Degel. Degel deep, dropped on the play. It was Charlie Hoy, or not Charlie Hoy, excuse me, that was Haley Price. Wasn't able to hang on to it, but she does pick it up, so Price, again, gonna wait for the rest of the offense to get on the field as, again, here comes Smith outside to Keene. Keene gonna look around, and she'll find
Fidel to Keene for the shot that got blocked. I got you.
I just got a little lost.
We've got a long day ahead of us. It's currently 95 degrees, feels more like about 100 here in Radotín, and what is slated to be the hottest day in Europe in recorded history. So a lot of these ladies excited to play in a historical tournament, and also a historical day that they will quite literally never forget.
Yep, it's one of those things where it's like, hey, I'm glad I did it, but I never want to do it again.
Exactly.
Shot taken from Alaska. Gonna go into the nets, and a minute and a half left to go. Ireland will not get it. It'll go back towards Finland as they were unable to get it out of their own end. So a little over a minute for Finland to work with, trying to add a little bit more onto the scoreboard, trying to make this game look a little bit better. It's outside to Kaki near side. She'll work this one around. It's shot taken from Alaska.
Illegal pick.
Illegal pick will send it back to Ireland, so less than a minute left here to go. Now on the move, the Boyd is down underneath the Hoy as she'll hold on to it. This is Grayhan. I can't imagine, or not Grayhan, that's Boylan, excuse me. Grayhan is out there, and now they're going to go to her. I can't imagine she's looking for more, but shot is taken by Jillian Smith. It's going to go a little bit too far out on the bouncer. And it's going to go into the boards. Is now 20 seconds left to go.
But we've got a delayed penalty for a slash called. So that will effectively just run out the clock as there's this confusion. Who's going? 7 seconds to go. It's going to do it here. Ireland's going to beat Finland 19-5, and I know this game was pretty lopsided, Luke, but you got to give the kudos to the Finnish offense as each game they've gotten better throughout the tournament. 2-25 versus the Czechs, 0-26 got stumped by England, but then 3-17 against the Dutch, and now here 5-19. So there are good takeaways. We saw a lot of good opportunities and good moments for Finland. Ireland just the more dominant team throughout the majority of this one. Luke, what else are you thinking on this?
Really just thinking about how great of a time we had up here in the booth. I mean, honestly, it's one of those games where, like you said, it was a little bit lopsided, but there's definitely some positivities for both. Obviously, Ireland going out there, getting some aggression out, really unlocking their offense today, and Finland showing some nice things on offense, especially in that second half. And, I mean, let's be fair. They had multiple players out of position in the net, and to only give up 19 goals against a very talented team, I know that sounds like verbatim, but genuinely, you have to look at that and and be like, that's not bad by any means.
100%. So if you've been sticking around with us, thank you so much. Luke Lee was on the call. Garrett with support. We are here live at the European Box Lacrosse Championships here in beautiful Prague in the Czech Republic. Stay tuned. In just a minute, Luke's going to run down to the floor, do some player interviews for these hard-working ladies. Again, thank you so much for joining us. Follow along EBLC206.com or on the Instagram, EBLC2026. Thank you so much. Stay tuned for more.
We'll see what's going to go on here. It's Greyhound, right? Oh, it's Greyhound. Oh, the pronunciation is Greyhound. So I'm messing with it. I'm so sorry. Because, like, I'm just following what they give me. Okay. Okay, that's what I thought it was. But then it was like, they were like Greyhound. I don't know. I'm sorry. Alright, so I'm just going to ask you, essentially, guys, just 7 goals. Thank you. And then, here with Hillary Grehan, I'm sorry again. Hillary, you had a heck of a game today. First off, 7 goals, the assists. I mean, you were out there doing everything for Ireland today. So what were you seeing out there defensively that Finland was putting out that allowed you guys to have as many shot opportunities as you did?
I think just like moving a lot and like cutting to the middle because sometimes there were some gaps. So I think just trying to drag our their defenders and opening up space for our teammates and finding those like slips and picks. I think that really helped us out.
Absolutely. And then obviously the first 3 games, you know, you guys played some good teams, some really tough teams out there. But the offense, you know, a little bit tough. Compared to this game, you guys went out there and, you know, you guys were hot from the second you got out there. So what was the mentality going into this game that really allowed you guys to have the day that you did?
I think part of it was just like gaining chemistry with everyone and like really just talking through things like beforehand, like last night, this morning. And also everyone just decided to really buy in today and just keep pushing, keep working, and yeah.
Awesome. I appreciate you so much.
Thank you. What were you seeing out there? What were the looks they were giving you defensively that you were taking advantage of here today? And then the second one was obviously it's a tough start, but it's a tough start for you guys. Your coaches obviously talk a lot about going into playing your team and just like having fun. So like, what was the mentality you guys had today? Just like you specifically go out there and attack the team. And I'm saying it right. I'm saying it. You guys were last night. All right, here post-game with Inka Ulaska. And Inka, I mean, you had an excellent day today. You had the hat trick. He went out there on offense, especially in the second half, was moving very, very well, able to get some points on the board here. So what were you seeing defensively from Ireland that allowed you to take some shots and was able to exploit a really talented defense?
Well, I felt like I had quite a lot of space there, and we were doing a lot of picks there and tried to have the defense on their toes all the time, so we would have some players free there to take the shots.
Awesome. And I know it's been a little bit of a tough start for you guys, but talking to your coach pregame, you guys talked a lot about just coming together as a team, just being happy, to have. I mean, this is a historic event, right? First time the women's have played, very hot day. What was the mentality that you had, the team had going into this one that allowed you to go out there and have the performances you did, aside from the X's and O's part of the game?
Well, we wanted to learn from our mistakes, and we wanted to fight. We wanted to fight through the game and take the opportunities that we will have when we're doing the right things and working hard. So I think we did that really well today, even though it was a hot day, and of course we have 3 games already. under. So yeah, I think that was the game phase today.
100%. I appreciate you a lot, Ika.
Thank you. Thank you.